This woman is looking at her husband's computer. Her husband seems to have a new girlfriend. To confirm her suspicions, she's been dressing up for 3 hours. She plans to engage her husband in a close quarters fight to see if her husband had enough bullets. But her husband only kissed her perfunctorily. He found an excuse to escape to the restroom. Annie decided to start a full-scale investigation of her husband. At around 4 a.m. that night, her husband's cell phone suddenly received a message. An insomniac Annie asked him who it was from. Chris lied and said it was Pete, a partner at the firm. Annie asked to check his cell phone, but her husband thought they should trust each other. His refusal aroused Annie's suspicions. Then the woman asked him if he was having an affair. Seeing that her husband was determined not to let her check, Annie rushed over and grabbed the phone. Chris held the phone in his hand. As he watched his wife's forceful attitude, Chris grabbed the phone. He threw it against the wall. The next day, Annie pretended that nothing had happened. She apologized to her husband. In order to get evidence of her husband's infidelity, she offered to fix his cell phone for him, but Chris read her mind. He said the iPhone 16 had just come out. He wanted to exchange the broken one for a new one. Annie had no choice but to stop. The next day at the company's celebration ceremony, Annie recognized the woman named Senya. Her husband praised her for her dedication to the company. This confirmed Annie's suspicions. She watched her husband invite Senya to the stage. Her eyes turned fierce. During the rest of the ball, Annie found them walking up to the second floor, so she gently followed them. She took off her loud heels as she slowly approached the hidden office. What she saw in front of her froze her in her tracks. She saw them live, sad, and didn't bother them. On her way home from the party, Chris noticed something strange about his wife, but Annie said she was just tired. The next day, Chris had just returned to the company's site. He immediately ran to find Sonia. They looked at each other with love in their eyes. Soon they were in the corner having a private meeting. Sonia wanted him to get a divorce as soon as possible and start a family with her. Knowing that Chris was still unable to make a decision, she forced the man to negotiate with his wife. Chris had to go to Annie. He presented the idea of a temporary separation, and confronted him directly. "Do you have a new girlfriend?"